What's up, multiverse lovers? Today I'm here with another basketball video, but it's the story of me with basketball. So let me do this real quick and let's go. So here's the story of me. How I started with basketball. I was I've been playing basketball ever since I was 3. Yeah, ever since I was 3, I never knew how to do anything, and then up till 5, um I just stopped because I played different sports. I moved to Texas and I started doing boxing. And then when I was 10, so we were, oh yeah, this is a funny story. So we were at Florida for my grandma's birthday. And it was me, my cousins, aunt, uncle, my mom, dad, sister, and me. But anyway, um, I was playing 2K20 with my cousin because I always play 2K before COVID hit. Like I always play 2K19, 18, 17, literally every 2K. But anyway, it was obviously it was a fun game, but but I just never had it like on my own. Like I never played it on my own. So I started playing it on my own because my dad had this PS Plus thing, and I could actually get 2K20. And then as much as I played it, it just took me back memories from when I was playing a basketball before. So we were at Indiana. I was at me and my sister were at Indiana for the whole summer. I was playing basketball with my other cousin because he played basketball a lot. He's taking it seriously, and he was practicing, and I was just scoring all the points. And that's when I started taking basketball very seriously. And then that's where I came back to basketball. Then my I9 season, yeah, it was an old team that I played for. I was playing center, and I was wearing number 34, which was like Shaq's number, Charles Barkley's number, all the bigs numbers, Ray Allen, Hakeem Olajuwon, all that. But I was playing center, so I started taking it seriously because I told my dad I just want to do it, and yeah, that's it. But since I was ever since I was playing, my first game I never scored. Second game I scored and I won the MVP, and I actually had 6 points and a few rebounds. I think more rebounds than points. And oh yeah, I should now I remember this because I've been trying to do this video multiple times because it was too long. So I am more of a defensive person. Till this day, I'm still am. Okay. Where do I start? Oh yeah. Another game third game we lost. I only had 5 points, but the scores was just so bad, and we never had a lot of our players. And what else? There's more I had to say. Yeah, fourth game I had to miss because I was sick. Fifth game, that's where I had my double double. So I had like 15 boards, 18 points, and I don't know how many assists I had, but anyway, I was like, anyway, I just did so good. Actually had a double double, but and when we went to the playoffs, 2 weeks later, I scored 3 points. It was one board and two, and just one, and it was just 1 2 pointer. And what else? Oh yeah, next game it was still the same thing. Playoffs. It was the finals, and we won. I actually had like eight, um, yeah, 8 points and like 6 boards or 10 boards. I don't know, but yeah, and that's it. That was the I9 story. And I tried to get back into it, but I was too old because I was like I was 12 already, and I couldn't get back in. The year is 2022, and that's where I made the biggest mistake of my life. And do you know what it is? Let me pause this. By the way, I'm watching Lazy Town. It's an old show. I have to tell you about it very soon. My videos, but so it was summer. I was I wasn't doing like much. Like I was practicing, but I never practiced to like say like I'm ready for this team or just I'm like ready to be competitive. I went to camp, but it was like a different but the organization and the type of competitiveness was so different. So, and it was my first time actually playing competitive basketball. And yeah, that's really it. And seventh grade when school started, it was like few months. It was like a few months. I was um it was tryouts. Yeah, I remember it was tryouts, and I just started practicing. I started practicing on my handles. Started practicing on my handles, shooting, form shooting, and um, when tryouts came, I made the team. And then practice, we had like three practices, or two, where it was a it was coach's decision at that time to declare for A team and B team for games. So I was on B team the whole season, and yeah, but I wasn't starting. Um, oh yeah, I'm my I9 season. I was starting. I was a starting center, but what else can I also say? I never did much. Like I only had like a few rebounds, a few steals, block, just one block and everything, and a few things just happened badly. Like I had grades and just me not playing, and yeah. So it was Christmas break. I started dribbling the ball more, just more practice, and I started to get more knowledge of basketball, and more just doing a lot. And as much as I've been improving so much that well, let me yeah, I've been improving so much, and it and I gotten a lot better. And then that's why I scored 5 points in my seventh grade season. It was at the end. So at the end of my seventh grade season, I scored 5 points, and I had like a few rebounds, and I had like two or three steals, or like four. I can just say four, but and that's really it. And after that, during off season, I was improving so much. Like yeah, and then that's where you get to go on to one of my favorite parts of the story. AAU season, which is one of my favorite things to talk about during the in the story. So I came into AAU practice. It was so different. Where are the Wildcats, by the way? Wildcats. Get your head in the game. But anyway, um, we I've been playing with that team for a while. Um, but at that time, I was at practice, and I was just I was like kind of least experienced because I'd never played AAU before. Like I played school ball, but never played AAU. So my first game I had like a few different defensive stops, well, just few defensive stats, and yeah, that's really it. Okay, oh man, there's so much. I can't remember a lot. Um, Oh, I don't know where to start, to be honest, but or what to talk about. But oh yeah, so we get um our two coaches had to step down for multiple reasons. Well, reasons, but I'm not gonna name. But we got a new coach, and I've been at their practices, but I had to miss some games because of some family stuff. So, when I came back from when I came back to play the games again, I um I was I wasn't starting, but I was fouled. I took my time. I shot the free throw. I missed it. Did it again. Free throw. Made it. So that was my first point in my AAU season, and that was a good start. But I had a lot of rebounds, and I was hustling. And that's like all I am about. I'm like Dennis Rodman a little bit. And what else can I also say? Oh yeah. Um After that, we lost, but our coaches was talking about me and this other dude. Like we were hustlers. We were the hustlers and everything. And then we were starting. Well, I was starting. And I had like four I had 5 points in one day. I had two twos, which was four, and then 1 point, which was, that free throw I had. And that was really it. And we lost, but it was okay. But man, there was so much to remember. And then another game happened, and something wasn't, and it wasn't like my best game, like probably just because I didn't score, but I had a few blocks though. And what else can I say? Uh, well, yeah, that's it about that tournament. And then then we had another tournament. That was like that's where it actually happened for me, and for AAU. So I had 2 points in the second half, uh with my first in my first game in the second half. Uh 2 points in my second game in the first half, and then my third game, it was just five of us, me and the four other guys on my team. We were trying so hard to win, and it was so hard because like it was just the five of us. We never had any subs. So we were trying to work together. We got to communicate. We got to do a lot of things. And I was the power forward always, because I was a power forward for the whole AAU season and school season. And what else can I also say? Um, but yeah, we were trying so hard to win. So I only scored 2 points. So technically, I had six in out of the tournament, which was technically my highest. And in an AAU season, and yeah, we won. And then we had practice after our tournament. I was doing so good, like everybody started hyping me up. And then I was during AAU season, I was at summer school at that time. And do you know what happened? Boom, my pinky was dislocated, and then I popped it back in place. I tore tendons and I tore a ligament. And I actually have the joint jack right there. It's this thing. So I had this. You guys remember I had this splint on my pinky this for the whole summer. It was this, and also it was a different one. But anyway, throw this out of the way. Um, so I was out for the whole season. I watched one of their games, and yeah. And then what else? What were we doing? So it was the end of the season. I was sad and everything, but I had a different mindset. So, remember what I said about there was an A team and B team at my school? I had a goal to become a B team starter, or just yeah, my main goal was to become a B team starter because I was like, started to feel confident in my skills, where I am with the Wildcats because they were trying to help me, and then so for the whole school season for my 8th grade, I had to write my finger and everything, and what else? Yeah, that was really it. Um, and so but we had AAU tryouts for the fall. So I made the team because so I made the team, but there was a story behind this. I started doubting myself, like I don't know if I could play or could I try out because for a few reasons. One, I still my finger was still hurting at that time. So I asked the coach if we could do a scrimmage just to see if I could play on this finger because I know we're going to do scrimmages during the during tryouts. So so that's what I did. Uh, so when we went to try out, so during that scrimmage, I did good. Um, so when I went to tryouts, I made the team, which was a good job to me. And then 8th grade season for the fall for AAU, uh, it was like I was a starter. I was starting power forward for a little bit for the practices. So yeah, that's really it. So yeah, we had a tall dude for a while, and then we got then do you know what? And he wasn't there at one of our games, so that made me to become center. And here's the thing: I was playing center at my what is it I9 season, but I was really comfortable because I was technically tall. But what happened is that I was never a center um for for AAU, which is crazy. And here's the reason why, because you guys know with Anthony Davis, he doesn't play power. He doesn't play center. He plays power forward, and that was like I was like mostly prepared to become a power forward, but I had to play center. But I'm willing to play center. If I was a center, I am willing to play center. But the difference between me and Anthony Davis is that he just doesn't like to become center. So yeah, so I had to play center for like for a few of my games, for a few of my tournaments, and then we had another tall dude. He came in. He became center. Uh, but yeah, I did good in that in the whole fall season. And then let's talk about 8th grade school season. So the 8th grade school season, it was really good. I made the team, um, but I never scored. I was trying to, become a B team starter, but it wasn't working. But for the fall season for AAU, I was still a starter. I was playing power forward like Anthony Davis, and what else should I say? Let's just say, oh yeah, I actually did good. I should have told, yeah. So I did good. I started scoring in most of my seasons. Oh yeah, in that in one of my second tournament, I hit my knee. I had 4 points, but I couldn't score. So I was playing power forward at that time. I hurt my knee, and I never played, so I was out for a week. And then a few months later, 2 months later, I'm back at playing AAU again, and yeah, that's it. We did we did good. Yeah, I had this block. It's still on my YouTube Shorts if you guys want to see, and yeah, we did good. And then later I got sick. I was sick, and like during the season, and I just didn't feel good. So what I did is I tried to play. I just something wasn't clicking right, and so that was the end of the season. That last season, I was the so that tournament we were talking about. That was like my last game for the season. Back to eighth grade school season. It was things weren't working out. The fire. Let me do this metaphor. The fire that I had was it distinguished by water. I don't know what it was, but so I never scored in my whole eighth grade season. I tried to, but things weren't working out. But I had AAU back me up for the sprint for the whole summer. But things weren't working out, and do you know why? Because of my stomach. Yeah, I never could play on my stomach because it was hurting a lot, and for the past yeah, and one of my games I could never play. It was during WrestleMania day. It was started to hurt that bad, and but like y'all saw me being y'all saw me being happy for Cody, like it was it was mostly just to help y'all being just to, if you guys seen it, if you guys seen my WrestleMania video, it was just for it was for y'all. That's why um I'm trying to be happy for y'all because that was a big moment. But anyway, let's talk about but anyway, um I had to set out for a lot of activities. Um what else can I also say? Oh yeah. I tried to come back, but it was working out. Um for one of my games, I had a free. It was in the middle of the season. I shot a free throw. I made it good. Well, I only made one, and I had a good cut, and I laid it up. So I only had 3 points, and that was it. And I was done for the whole game. I had to sit out for the whole bench. I was benched for the whole game, and then I tried again. Things weren't working. I never scored. I tried to, but it wasn't. And then what else? Let's see. What else can I also say? Uh, oh yeah, it was the end of my season. I tried to play because it was gonna be my last game. I only play like anytime I play AAU, I only play 3 tournaments. So, might as well have just finished the last one, and that's what I did. But even though I didn't score, I just have to be there. And yeah, that's the story of the summer season for AAU. Let's go on to freshman year. So, so right now I'm a freshman. So, um, after I got after I got done doing after I got done letting the doctors look down on my stomach, uh, I started to feel better. And then when I got back to training, everything was for athletics for ninth grade. Everything wasn't going on. I've been having bad days because of my stomach. It was so hard because like I couldn't play on it. I wasn't focused. Like I was mostly focused on my stomach, but I think that's why I was always doing bad. I was like letting the stomach I was letting the gastritis affect me. But things were working. So I had to set out. So I was done doing athletics. I was like, I can't be done with athletics. Like at first, my mom was doing was considering manager. So here's why I said at first. I said no only because someone else was doing it. But after thinking about it, I could like actually travel with my team with that. Like that's just mostly it's about being part of the team. Like whether if it's being a manager, coach, or player, it's like you gotta be there. Like those are like my friends. So because obviously those are my friends. So that's why I did. I was manager for the whole season. Oh yeah, and then so during my manager job, I wasn't there as much because I was focusing on theater and had to go to Indiana. During my trip to Indiana, I started to feel so much better. I had like a lot of relief. Like I felt so much better. I just didn't know what it was. Like I started to feel like I could do a lot of stuff. So when I came back from Indiana, I started to become manager again. I started looking at the team play, looking at something I can do, or just me doing something. Just yeah. Uh, but yeah, that's really it. Now I'm feeling better. I'm back playing basketball again, and you're gonna see a lot more of me playing basketball. If I do play basketball this year. All right. Okay. That's it. All right. That's the end of the video. Make sure you guys leave a comment down below. Give this video a like. Subscribe to Multiverse Lovers. And yeah, that's really it. That's the story of basketball. You're gonna see more storylines later today, and that is it. Okay. Later, guys. Make sure you leave appropriate comments down below. I always say that. Okay. Bye. Oh yeah. The only reason I said that is because I was stuttering and I had to think of my thoughts because this was a long time ago. And yeah. Okay. Bye.